Hello, this is the Novice Pilot and welcome back to my channel, My First Flight. So, I've been posed the challenge by one of the viewers, Robert, to fly to the Sydney Harbour Bridge and fly under it, which is illegal for normal pilots, and then try and fly through the arch of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So that's quite a challenge. So we're starting off this flight at Sydney's International Airport, Kingsford Smith International Airport, which is just south of the CBD, and as you can see from the map, it extends into the runways extend into Botany Bay. Now, the Sydney Harbour Bridge is not a feature in this version of Flight Simulator, but close to the Sydney Harbour Bridge is the Sydney Opera House, and it is a feature, and you can see that on the screen. And so I've plotted in a course to the Sydney Opera House, and it's just across the bay to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So we're all ready. We're in the Cessna 172. Let's go flying. So put on some flaps, rev up the engine, let off the brakes, and here we go. Now takeoff speed in the Cessna is about 60 knots. Whoa, stop veering all over the place. Okay, let's take off. Try and keep it level. You're supposed to stay in line with the runway till you clear it, but this is the simulator. Let's clear those flaps. Whoa. Try and build up some airspeed. Yes, I find this always the most difficult part. You've got to, building up airspeed in the Cessna is difficult. It seems a little bit underpowered. Now, we're going to head east of the Opera House to the right and go towards the heads of Sydney Harbour, then fly along the harbour till we get to the Sydney Opera House and then to Sydney Harbour Bridge. And we'll have a look at a few of Sydney's landmarks along the way. So yes, we're flying over Sydney's eastern suburbs. Get to a decent cruising altitude. Oh, why is the airspeed so slow? Put some flaps back on. Because with low airspeed, you have less control over the plane. This is what I don't understand how we can... Anyway, I'm a novice pilot, so you have to bear with me. But Microsoft Flight Simulator is just great. I don't really do it for the flying. I like the scenery, and whenever I'm on an international flight I take a windows seat so I can have a look out and see the world go by. Yes, I remember seeing Mount Everest for the first time flying across India, and you know, on these modern aircraft with these electrically controlled window shades, they don't let you look out the window so much during the flight. They like to keep the plane dark so other passengers can sleep. Well, that's not for me. I like looking out the windows. So anyway, so off the left wing you can see Randwick Racecourse, which is Sydney's premier horse racing venue. Sydney and Melbourne have a great rivalry for horse racing. Both have a spring carnival, which we're coming up into, spring horse racing carnival. Melbourne's got the longer tradition, with the Melbourne Cup being run since about 1866, and is the how long is it? It's a 3-mile race, whereas Sydney Spring Carnival The main feature race is for 3-year-olds, and it's more a sprint race. So, now just on the left wingtip you see Coogee Beach, a very popular beach in the suburbs, and then just to the right of the cockpit, above the cockpit, we can see Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach is sort of the premier beach on the south side of the harbour, and the premier beach on the north side of the harbour is Manly Beach, which is just at the right wingtip there. So you can just see the heads of Sydney Harbour there, and Bondi is the main beach on the south side, and Manly is the main beach on the north side. But of course there's beautiful beaches right up and down the coast of New South Wales. We're just really blessed with beaches, and yeah, and of course Sydney Harbour. I mean, Sydney Harbour, which you see there, is just one of the harbours. You saw Botany Bay to the south is another beautiful bay, and below that Port Hacking. And then north of the city you've got Broken Bay and Lake Macquarie and Nelson's Bay. Yeah. Anyway, let's. We've got some height. Let's go down a bit so we can have a better look at the harbour. Take off a few knots, a few revs, so because we don't, we've got enough speed on the plane now. You can see in the harbour that big LPG tanker. So Sydney, Australia has a lot of LPG off the northwest coast of Australia. They ship it into Sydney. And we're just going to fly over Double Bay. It's Double Bay because the bay is broken by the little headland in the middle. This is it's got you know, their beaches within the harbour, so there's no surf there, but they're great for families and kids, and there's always some parkland around the beaches. So there we can see the Opera House just coming into view, and beyond it what is Sydney Harbour Bridge, but it's not really the arch of the Harbour Bridge. It's to get the arch they'd have to do some handcrafting of the, you know, not just rely on the computer modelling of spatial images or images taken from space. The Opera House has been handcrafted, and it's a beautiful depiction of the Opera House, but not so the Harbour Bridge. So that's a bit of a pity, Robert. Sorry I can't fulfil your challenge, but I will fly over it as close as I can get to it. But Sydney, you know, this is just a beautiful city. So you've got the Sydney CBD on the left, and just here on the left is Farm Cove, where Australia was first settled in 1788. Of course, you know, the Australian Aboriginals have been here 30,000 years, but white man settlement dates to 1788. Yes, so here we go. This is supposed to be the Harbour Bridge, with the North Sydney CBD on the right hand side, and the Sydney CBD on the left hand side. And all these old wharves have now been converted to arts and entertainment and apartments. So just turn around here. So look, if you do like these videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps to spread the news. So we won't go all the way back to the airport. That gets a bit boring. Already seen most of that. So we'll end the video here. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, and see you next time for the next big challenge. And if you do have a challenge, let me know in the comments what the challenge is, and see where we go. Okay, Thanks for watching. Bye for now.